Baby, is that back in bird? Oh, her. If that is at her. To be in that Birkin. Baby, is that right? Oh, fuck. Baby, is that back in bird? Oh. Ow.
That go off is great in fantasy football, but sometimes we want just a little bit more. We can't help it. Fantasy football players are greedy by default. That's why every single year we're trying to find those players that go nuclear. What is going on, Headliner Nation? That's right. Most fantasy players spend so much time trying to find those late round sleepers. We're looking for those guys in the double-digit rounds that can exceed expectations. But something that's equally as important is drafting the right studs at the start of our draft. So today we're going to be going through the current consensus top 12 running backs and wide receivers.
Don't want to get back. Who's baby? I need to gotta share this in the Discord real quick. Because it's about fantasy football. We're good. Let's see. Copy. I'll paste it in Discord. Send. All right. Bro, I didn't do that. Okay.
And discuss their chances at going nuclear. I got to find some of those players out there that I can use against you in some best ball leagues. That's right. I'm challenging you to some best ball leagues over on Underdog Fantasy. Now, maybe you don't have an account yet, but no, it's not too late.
Shout out this dude, Fancy Headliners. I used to watch this dude all the time. What's up with him real quick?
Head over to Underdog Fantasy or download the app. Create a new account using the referral code Headliners. When you do so, you're going to get your initial deposit matched all the way up to $100. Plus, we're going to give you a free 2024 fantasy football draft guide. You'll then have an Underdog account with a few dollars in it, and you can go ahead and click on the links that I already have down below in the description and the pinned comment. I'm looking forward to competing against you if you really think you can beat me. But I also want to bottom, there's going to be Brandon Aiyuk. Now, I love
Brandon Aiyuk?
Of Brandon Aiyuk. But does Brandon Aiyuk love the San Francisco 49ers at this point? I'm not overly convinced. Plus, this team is absolutely stacked on offense. He has to split touches each
So is he saying players that could go nuclear, like good or bad? Cause he's giving a breakdown of players. Yeah, I would not draft by youth this year.
Every week with multiple high-end options. We have Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Deebo Samuel. They just went out and drafted a couple guys too. Some guys that I actually like in the NFL draft. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall out of Florida and Jacob Cowing out of the University of Arizona. Both those guys, highly capable wide receivers.
What's up, Megan Ellent? What's up? Are you a female?
Maybe at some point
welcome to the Hound Crew.
See IU traded, but as of right now, he's
Do you play fantasy football
in San Francisco and has a lot to deal with. How about next up? Let's go up to Chris Olave of the.
I feel like Chris Olave might be nice this year, but he have a lot of touches to go around.
New Orleans Saints, and he'll find himself a little lower on this list as well. Really, because I don't trust the play of Derek Carr right now or the
that's true.
Overall New Orleans.
What's up, 2K kids? Who is looking at fantasy breakdown, trying to get ready for this fantasy football season. I need to take some notes. Players I need to draft.
Offense. Now, sure, there is room to improve on what we saw him do in 2023, where he had 138 targets, 87 catches for 1,123 yards and 5 touchdowns. But the growth we need to see from him to have him go nuclear is just a little bit too large for us to have him any higher here on the list. Next,
drop your favorite team in the chat.
Up, it's Davante Adams of the Las Vegas Raiders. He's coming off his worst season.
Ooh, I would not draft Davante. Maybe at best. Like, you get him as your third receiver, maybe. But
since 2019, but no doubt it was due to quarterback play from Jimmy G and Aiden O'Connell. The problem was not Davante Adams. Does it get any better in 2024 that it looks like we're going to have Gardner Minshew under center playing quarterback, but he's not going to be some elite quarterback.
Gardner Minshew at quarterback. Yeah, I'm not drafting Davante Adams.
That's going to go out there and help pad stats in the passing game. Indiana last season.
But they will be probably behind a lot of games, so they're probably going to be throwing the ball a lot. But then, so I don't know if you be getting Davante Adams as your maybe third or fourth receiver, wouldn't be terrible as a flex play. If your flex is out.
With Gardner Minshew under center was barely a top 20 overall passing offense in the NFL, and that could be pretty similar this season in Las Vegas. Plus, he also has to share targets with Jacoby Myers, newly drafted wide receiver for the Arizona.
Marvin Harrison, he's a rookie, so I wouldn't really trust rookies. What's the quarterback? Murray's always getting hurt. So I definitely wouldn't draft Marvin Harrison too high. I'd probably draft maybe 4th round, 5th round maybe.
Cardinals, and he's going to be in line to see the most targets of any rookie wide receiver in the NFL this season. Sure, Malik Neighbors, he's probably going to be up there. But when you're looking at 2 wide receivers that are going to be pretty close, I'm going to take the quarterbacks as the decision maker, and I'm going Kyler Murray over Daniel Jones. That and Arizona is going to be trailing a lot in 2024, which means what? Yes, they're going to be throwing the ball.
Yeah, they are going to be throwing. Their defense is terrible, so
a lot each and every week. When you look at the overall offense, not a whole lot of options after Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, sure, we like second-year wide receiver, Michael Wilson and Trey McBride is there. But Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be the alpha in this offense and has a chance to go nuclear. How about A.J. Brown just ahead of him?
A.J. Brown. See, A.J., he's low-key consistent. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could draft A.J. second pick. They do have Saquon, so that's gonna take some touches. And the Eagles, they might be winning a lot of games. So I don't know. But
Now, A.J. Brown will go nuclear in 2024. It is a given.
But AJ always like makes plays, though. That's the thing.
Stated fact. The problem is he going to do it for more than like 6 games a season? He just can't seem to find season-long consistency since he's been in Philadelphia. And it really doesn't help because the offense is so stacked with Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, and now...
Yeah, they got too many options. Devontae Smith is probably going to be... He might break out this year.
Saquon Barkley. But if he can put it all together, the pieces are absolutely there for him to go off. How about Puka Nacua working our way up the list?
Yes, sir. I'm going to try to get Puka. I think I'm going to try to get Puka probably round 3. I'm going to try to get him in my 3rd pick. Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, because I feel like people are just going to be hype beasts and try to pick him early. But hopefully I can get Puka my 3rd pick. That's what I'm going to shoot for.
List. He's coming off a historic rookie season where he had 160 targets, 1,486 yards, and 6 touchdowns. But it was kind of like the perfect storm for Puka, right? The perfect storm of greatness. Kyren Williams missed time. Cooper Kupp missed time. Demarcus Robinson really didn't have a role in this offense till late in the season. Now, this year, he's not going to catch anybody off guard as Puka Nacua. He's not going to...
He's ill. Puka's ill.
Be a surprise to a lot of people. That could really limit his potential upside, but the target share alone gives him that opportunity to go nuclear, which then brings us up the list to Amon-Ra.
Amon-Ra, he's going to go. I would low-key, if I couldn't, Amon-Ra is probably going to be looking to go like 2nd pick. Probably be a lot of people's second or 3rd pick. Yeah, low-key. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. I got to because I mean, Jared Goff, he's like always he's like #1 target of Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra might be a better pick than Puka. Low key, Puka. We got. Because I'm a Rams fan, so they got too many options. Low key. So yeah, Amon-Ra might be like my 3rd pick. I'm trying. So don't do my pick.
St. Brown of the Detroit Lions. This dude is averaging 155 targets a year over the last 2 seasons. He just had 1,500 yards and 10 touchdowns in 2023. But the emergence of Sam Laporta and the possibility of more Jameson Williams in 2024, we could have seen the ceiling of Amon-Ra in 2023. He may be one of, if not the safest early round wide receiver. Does that mean?
Yeah, he's going to get you at least 13 points, at least a game.
He has the highest overall ceiling, though? Probably not. Continue to move up the list. It's Garrett Wilson, wide receiver of the New York.
Garrett Wilson actually might be like a little sleeper pick. I don't know if I would trust him just because Aaron Rodgers coming off that Achilles. I don't know. I'd say the highest I picked Wilson is like 5th or 6th. Actually 6. 6 for sure.
York Jets. This guy just had a 1,000-yard season with arguably the worst overall quarterback play a team has had in quite some time.
That is true.
I don't care how much you dislike Aaron Rodgers. He raises the ceiling of Garrett Wilson a ton. Really, the only reason I don't have him higher on this list is there is that off chance that Mike Williams is a little bit healthier this year and steals away some of those big plays. That, and I really don't hate the drafting of wide receiver Malachi Corley out of Western Kentucky. He could be a slot nightmare in this offense, but I think we can all agree the potential upside for Garrett.
Yeah, the Jets are going to be interesting this year for sure.
Wilson, we've never seen it, and it could be massive. Now, speaking of massive, what about Justin Jefferson up next?
Jetta. Yeah, Jetta's gonna go. He's gonna go 1 or 2 in like a lot of leagues. Well, he's at least gonna go 2. Everyone's gonna pick running backs, and Jetta's gonna go at least 2. Um, the only problem with Jetta is like I'll be afraid that he gets hurt again because he's gonna get a lot of targets this year. But yeah, he's probably gonna go crazy this year for sure.
Next, everyone knows what this guy is capable of, right? He's had 1,000 yards receiving in 4 straight years. Even though he only played 10 games last season, still hit 1,000 yards receiving. Now, can J.J. McCarthy or Sam Darnold give him the quality targets that we saw Kirk Cousins give Justin Jefferson? Nearly 80% of the targets that were thrown the way of Justin Jefferson by Kirk Cousins were deemed catchable, and he averaged right around 10 targets per game for his entire career. The hope is that J.J. McCarthy can do something similar, but it's not something.
Yeah, and we got to see if McCarthy's going to be able to actually be good. I think he's going to be a good quarterback. But yeah, we'll have to see.
We've seen happen yet in the NFL, so there's a little bit of unknown there. Which brings us to our top 3, and this is what really sets the bomb off.
Ooh, you get Ja'Marr Chase. You already know he's going to go crazy.
First one here at number 3 is Ja'Marr Chase of the Cincinnati Bengals. Burrow is going to be back and healthy. Every time he comes off injury, dude balls out, and now we have one less wide receiver in the equation, with Tyler Boyd being a free agent. Over the last 3 seasons, Ja'Marr Chase is averaging 6 catches for 83 yards a game and has 29 total touchdowns. Now he gets his quarterback healthy and has a higher target share. Ja'Marr Chase in line to go off this season. How about number 2? It's CeeDee Lamb of the Dallas.
CeeDee Lamb, man, that dude went crazy last year. Dude literally won. The guy that was in my league literally won our league because he had CeeDee Lamb. Dude went crazy last year. I don't know if he's going to go as crazy this year, though, but
Cowboys, and he just had a career year in 2023. Last year had a career high in targets, receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns. The overall wide receiver 1 in fantasy football, and now Michael Gallup is gone, no longer in Dallas. Now, while I like
Michael Gallup's so trash.
Ferguson and Brandon Cooks, there ain't nobody else on this roster right now that's going to take away a chunk of targets that's going to hurt CeeDee Lamb. The dude is going to go off this year, which then brings us to the top spot, the guy who's going to set everything off. It's
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to get Tyreek Hill. I'm going to try to draft him second. Hopefully I can get him second.
Tyreek Hill of the Miami Dolphins. Back-to-back years here in Miami, he's had at least 170 targets. Back-to-back seasons with at least 1,700 yards receiving. 20
I think I'm going to try to get Tyreek Hill. I'm going to be shooting for Tyreek Hill or Ja'Marr Chase as my second pick. Those are the 2 people I think I'm going to be trying to shoot for.
touchdowns over the last 2 years, and we just saw his head coach hold him accountable at the end of 2023. That right there is going to be an added motivator. Just because he's one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league, his head coach is not giving him any breaks. They expect more, and I'm not going to be surprised if it happens.
Being unemployed can actually boost your career. Pathrise, we've helped over 2,500 people land their dream jobs, and we've got good news for you. Job switchers.
But all right. Now it's time to drop a nuke on the running back position. We'll
all running backs. This is going to be everyone's first round picks.
Start off on the bottom once again. It's Isaiah Pacheco, running back of the Kansas City Chiefs. Now we have.
Yeah, you got him that low. I don't know. I might draft Pacheco like maybe 5th, 6th. we'll see.
Have no idea what is going to happen legally with Rashee Rice. How many games does he miss? Does he miss the entire season? We really do not know yet. But what we do know is this may be the best overall offense that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs have had in a couple of years. Now, Pacheco continues to get banged up just due to his running style alone, and we could see Mahomes throwing more in 2024. He has
What's up, the cat? How you doing? Welcome to the Hound Crew. Do you play fantasy football? Uh-oh, hold up. Hang on a little bit more.
Has more options available to throw it to. It just makes sense. Now, big games are going to be there for Isaiah Pacheco, but is he going to just take over the league? Probably not, just due to a lack of big volume. However, the big games will definitely help his fantasy owners, which then brings us to Rachaad White, running back of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
See, this guy, I didn't really watch a lot of this guy. But he did pretty well last year. I don't know if I would trust him though. I would say later round pick if I would.
Years, and he was a huge surprise for a lot of people in 2023. No one, and I mean no one, expected him to finish the year as the running back 7 overall in fantasy football. But Baker kept Tampa Bay moving and really utilized Rachaad White each and every week. He had a ton of volume, 336 total touches in 2023. Now, everyone knows he's inefficient on the ground. He has a career 3.7 yards per carry. He's not a very efficient running back. We already know that. He really helped this team, though, and boosted his overall production through the pass-catching game. 70 targets for 60.
Yeah, I would say he's if you're in a deep league to draft him, but if you're in a 10-man, I wouldn't draft him too high. Show
4 receptions, 549 yards receiving, and 3 touchdowns through the air. Without that, though, it would have been a little bit scary. Now, Tampa Bay just went out and drafted Bucky Irving out of Oregon. Even though he's not going to challenge Rachaad White for early down work, he is definitely somebody who could take away some of that pass-catching upside. Bucky Irving was one of the best pass-catching running backs in the nation last year in college. Now, I have no doubt.
Josh Jacobs on the Packers. That's going to be interesting. I'm going to say Josh Jacobs. Would I play him, though? I'll say he'll be okay with a running back, too. Maybe in the 12-man. I'll say.
Out that Josh Jacobs is going to be the RB1 in Green Bay. But now, the potential massive volume is probably going to take a slight hit, as Dillon and Lloyd will more than likely get touches in this offense. However, Josh Jacobs still highly underrated overall, in my opinion, this year, which will then bring us to Jahmyr Gibbs of the Detroit Lions. And it took a
this dude literally won the person that won my league. Because he had this dude and they had CeeDee Lamb, but this dude went crazy. I feel like if I get him this year, he's going to be trash. So, but I'll probably draft him maybe my 5th pick, maybe 4th, 5th. I feel like he might get hurt. He's hella good, though.
A while, but Detroit finally realized what they had with Gibbs and utilized him way more down the stretch of 2023. He will be sitting in the backfield once again, though, with David Montgomery. Now, sure, Jahmyr Gibbs is the more explosive running back. He's the running back with the higher ceiling, but he's still going to be splitting touches. And because of that, he's probably still going to be hovering right around 250 touches a year or so. Now, while that isn't bad, it's not enough to go totally nuclear. How about Travis Etienne up next? 1,480.
Etienne, solid receiver, running back 2. I'm gonna try to finesse it to where I get him my second running back. I probably draft him third. I wouldn't draft him first, but third.
4 total yards and 12 total touchdowns, and people don't seem overly excited for Travis Etienne here this year. This offense is absolutely stacked, though. Christian Kirk, Gabe Davis, Evan Ingram, newly drafted wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr. out of LSU. The touchdown upside alone is going to be through the roof for Travis Etienne and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Even if the volume is a little bit lower than what we saw last season, 325 touches last season.
Derrick Henry, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I've said it before. I think I'm gonna try to draft Derrick Henry number 1. Like that read option, him and Lamar, gonna be like unstoppable, bro. Literally. Him in that pistol offense.
Team with not a lot of high-end offensive options and a quarterback in Lamar Jackson that Baltimore desperately wants to keep healthy. We may see a lower yardage total this year for the King, but the touchdowns that he could score could come in bunches. Which then brings us to Kyren Williams, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. And
Kyren. So I'm going to try to get Derrick Henry as my first pick. I'm going to try to get Tyreek Hill. And I'm going to try to get Kyren. But I feel like he's going to get picked earlier than that. But if I could do that.
People are panicking everywhere because of the addition of Blake Corum through the NFL draft. I'm not quite panicking just yet, though. Sean McVay has already come out and said,
yeah, Kyren's still going to get goal line looks.
Hey, listen, the reason that I love Blake Corum so much, the reason we chose him in the NFL draft is it desperately reminded them of Kyren Williams and how much they love Kyren Williams. This just really tells me that they want somebody of a similar skill set as an insurance policy on their roster in case something happens to Kyren Williams. If he were to go down, the offense doesn't skip a beat because they basically put his clone in the game. Now, don't overlook what this guy did last year either. He finished as the overall running back 6 in fantasy football despite only playing 12 games all year. That sounds nuclear to me. Which then brings us to Saquon Barkley of now the Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, Saquon's going to be good, but I don't know. I feel like he just might get hurt or something. I don't know if I'm going to trust in that dude, bro.
Philadelphia Eagles. And if Jalen Hurts and the brotherly shove weren't.
But I ain't going to lie, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, read option is going to be crazy. But I'm going to go Henry and run the first pick just to the durability.
The thing. Saquon Barkley may even be higher up this list. You have to think that Saquon is going to approach 300 touches on arguably the best team he's ever been on. Arguably one of the best offensive lines he's ever ran behind and the best overall offense he's been on for sure. Now, do we see less tush pushes here in 2024 and a higher Saquon touchdown total? It honestly wouldn't surprise me. But we're continuing to climb the list. It's Bijan Robinson of the Atlanta Falcons and no Arthur Smith in Atlanta.
Fuck Bijan. Bijan's tough, but I'm not trusting in that dude.
Should be more.
They do have Kirk Cousins this year, but
than enough because honestly, I can't see Raheem Morris, new head coach there, holding back Bijan like he was last season. Plus, you have to think that the addition of Kirk Cousins in this offense is going to give the Falcons more touchdown upside. More touchdowns and more touches to Bijan is the perfect recipe for an explosion. Plus, they didn't really add any other high-end weapons in this offense. Unless you consider guys like Darnell Mooney and Rondale Moore high-end options. But honestly, I do not. Which will then bring us to our top 3 left. We're filling the meter. We're working our...
Damn, I forgot about Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, him and Richardson gonna go crazy. But but he be getting hurt too. So I'm not drafting a 1, but he'd be a really good RB2.
Our way to a nuke. The next one is Jonathan Taylor, running back of the Indianapolis Colts. A great opportunity to bounce back. One of the last remaining workhorses in the NFL. We have Anthony Richardson back and running the RPO with Jonathan Taylor. That could be absolutely deadly. Plus, the Colts have 3 solid wide receivers in Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, and newly drafted Adonai Mitchell to pull defenders outside of the box. Jonathan Taylor could feast in 2024. Then we have Breece Hall, running back of the New York Jets.
Yeah, man, Breece Hall is gonna be solid as fuck this year. Him and A-Rod. The thing is like, I don't know if I want to just buy into the hype, but yeah, I feel like he could be really good. But I mean, he was really good last year without a quarterback, so I think definitely I'm gonna try to get him RB2, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes like second, first, second. It's gonna be still gonna draft him second, man.
And I've been saying this for over a year. This would be the year of Breece Hall. He's fully healed from his ACL injury a couple seasons ago. Aaron Rodgers is back and should be 100% from his Achilles injury as well. This guy was just the running back 4 overall in fantasy football with the worst quarterbacks that we've ever seen assembled in the
Yeah, Garrett Wilson. I mean, fucking, what's that dude's name? Fucking Zach Wilson. Yeah, he was still good.
NFL. Imagine the points he could score with more touchdown upside in this offense. And don't let the draft scare you away from Breece Hall. Every team needs to have some insurance. We just talked about that a little bit earlier with Kyren Williams, and that is exactly what Braylon Allen is. An improved offense for the Jets and all the touches that Breece Hall is going to get. The chances are definitely there. And then obviously number 1, it's Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah, see.
Back-to-back years of a healthy CMC is a thing
Let's see, bro.
of beauty in fantasy football. The guy is averaging over 22 fantasy.
Yeah, CNC is crazy. Only problem with CNC, durability. I'm gonna go Derrick Henry as my first pick this year. But yeah, W already gave a like. Follow fantasy headliners. Their W. Yeah, I'm gonna look up fantasy football draft board. Let's see. Who's playing? I think this is not what I think it is. I think it's like an actual board. Oh shit. What's up, Kobe Lover? You play fantasy football? Okay, fantasy football. How do you say it? Fantasy football. Come on, let's say a mock draft. Fantasy football, way too early. Bleacher Report. Way too early. Round 1. Chris McCaffrey, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people are going to draft McCaffrey first. I'm not. If I have the first pick, I'm going to draft Derrick Henry. I just don't like McCaffrey's durability. I feel like he might get hurt. But then again, Yeah, they got Tyreek Hill going number 2. Yeah, Tyreek Hill low-key might have to be my first pick. If I get a high pick, I'm drafting Tyreek Hill. Yeah. And then my second pick, I'm going to do Derrick Henry. Yeah, they got Puka, first round. Jahmyr Gibbs. Wow. Round 2. Tyler Williams. That's solid. Derrick Henry. Yep. I'm going Derrick Henry, my second pick. My third pick, probably gonna try to go. Damn, that's gonna be tough because all these niggas are a pick that I would get. You said Monroe yet? Yeah, Monroe first. Let's see what he got. Give me some ideas. Debo, Josh Allen, Nico Collins, Evans. Cooper Cup. Honestly, me, I'd probably go Josh Allen. I wouldn't go Josh Allen. I'd probably go Mike Evans. Actually, no. I'd probably go Nico Collins, but that might backfire. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research on who I'm gonna draft my third. That's gonna be tough. Pick. Jalen Hurts, Stephon Diggs. How the fuck they do that? Diggs. Yeah. Travis Kelsey. Yeah, I'll probably try to draft Kelsey in my fourth round. I get that tight end. Oh, fuck. The Porter went crazy last year too, though. Quarterback, Samar. I'll probably pick Mahomes for my fifth pick. My homeboy. Lamar actually might be the better pick, but yeah, I'm gonna do some research though. I'm gonna do some research. All right, that was cool. I think I'm gonna hop off though. I'm getting a little bit tired. I need to cook. I'm hungry. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. Come on, like order some food or some shit. Probably not smart though, but. This baby, I need to fall. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna hop off. I need to eat. But drop a like on the live. And y'all have a good night, man. Like 10 more seconds. Peace out.